Hello guys, welcome to the next episode Adventure in United States with Ekaterina Lysina. And as you know, not a long time ago I got myself a dog. Here he is, Great Dane. And my friend Christina, she also decided to get one for her. But you know, these dogs are very big and it's a big responsibility. So yeah, you see, especially this one. So this is Titan, and on the back there is Macho, and Christina is also there. Christina, say hi. Oh, here's Macho. He wants to be in the shot. So as I said, they are big dogs, big responsibility. For this reason, they need to be trained well, right? And we are very lucky because we can get dog training for free. That's what we are about to do. Yes, from our friend DogDaddy. You maybe saw him on some of my posts. We already collaborated. And right now we are on our way to meet with him and have some good practice. And I hope he will be able to handle those big horses, big beasts. So wish us luck and stay tuned, stay with us. Do you think I need to turn left here or next one? Huh? What do you think, Macho?
Nice to see you.
Yes, nice
So what
to
is
see
going
you
on?
again. Yes, what is going on? We have two beautiful big horses that are not listening to us. As you can see, we just got to the dog park, and we need your advice.
Yeah.
We need your training.
How old are the dogs now?
They just turned 1 year.
Okay.
And size-wise, I hope that they will grow bigger. So they definitely need control. We definitely need control.
How much
them.
control do you have now?
Some, I would say 25% from 100 that could be.
Okay. So what happens if you need to call them right now?
They're not gonna respond.
They won't listen?
Yes,
Okay.
they won't listen.
What kind of problems are you having besides that?
Pulling the leash.
Okay.
And
they're brothers? Is that something about them being
yes,
brothers from the same
yes,
litter? Okay.
they are from the same litter, and they don't know their place. Like if Titan, иди ко мне. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay. Beside that, probably they don't know their place. Like at home, we say место because sometimes we speak Russian. So if you will hear me talking to him, you will hear like half Russian comments, half English. So if I say место, means like place. Oh, look at this. Yeah, like.
And if you called now, he wouldn't come to you?
Titan, Titan, Titan. Ко мне. No.
It's bad because if they're big dogs and if they keep getting away with everything. I see the other one is all the way down there.
Yeah. Yes. So.
Have they been in any fights?
They try. There was a couple tries for the fight. And I even, sometimes I even bring like a pepper spray with me because bigger dogs than them, they try to like dominate them. Like they are like, no, we are the main here. So like they try to like start the fight. Older and bigger sizes, size-wise, you know. So I start to bring like a pepper spray to the dog park. So I'm really looking forward, for our practice today. Okay.
Okay, I think we have to start outside of the park. There's too much going on in here.
Yes.
They're
Oh yeah. We're gonna get them. It's fine. Yeah, it's not. Sooner or later we're gonna get them.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go out.
Okay. Let's do it.
So we just started the practice, and they're listening.
Down. Hey. Hey. Down. Down.
Ну все, что это такое?
See how fast they responded to that? Yeah. From like once or twice of just doing this. And again, these things, just touch techniques and the leash pressure, it just gets the dog's attention to me. And the sound is just a reminder, hey, I'm talking to you, pay attention to me. Sit. Good. Good boy. And basically what I'm doing here, is using leash pressure to reinforce it, because right now he's not conditioned to responding. You know what I mean? He might already know the commands, but he doesn't know he has to respond. So basically, never let him just get bored and pull to different directions. Instead, we go here. See, there's dogs over there. We're gonna go this way. Come. And there's a little leash pressure right here. Come. Yes. Until he gives into the pressure, then we walk away. We're gonna come back. Come. Good. Leave it. Come. Yes, that was better. Good boy. Now when he responds, we want to reward him, just telling him he did a good job, and release the tension on the leash.
Okay.
So watch out right now when he's next to me, there's no tension there.
Okay.
But if he pulls towards the dog or something, I'll go over here and to there.
Change the direction.
Yep. Switch directions and do the little tag on the leash to get his attention.
Sit,
And be careful with the pressure. You don't have to do so
Sit.
much pressure. Okay, so talk to him first.
sit, 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 sit.
Good. But your hand should still be right here.
Okay.
You don't want to have this tension. You're going to pull him close. Yeah, pull him close and then release. Good. Like that. So you do like a quick little tag.
Yeah.
And
So
then
not
release.
all the time, but like
Right.
come and then release.
Exactly. So it's just to get his attention and then let him think for himself. If you just hold on with tension all the time, he never learns. You're just basically having to physically hold him back. That's why it feels like, it doesn't work.
Okay.
I'm going to teach him to not rush to anything. He gets here, leave it. So make sure, you have to learn that you already know that he's going to have things like this that he's interested in. So when you get closer, you already know that. Don't allow him to go ahead of you. So when I'm getting closer to the bushes here, I can pass here, but I'm not going to let him go over there. Leave it. So basically I'm telling him beforehand, stay with me. Come. Watch very close. Good boy. Good. So he's not marking the bushes. Okay, come. Sit. So he's actually very, very attentive. Down. Down. So see what I did? Instead of telling him down, I only said it twice. The first time I noticed that when I said down, he wasn't even paying attention. So he couldn't hear me. The second time I did a little touch on him, and then I said down because the touch brings the dog's attention to us. So this is like with high level of distraction. So just techniques that I'm using here, I just think they help bring his attention back to us.
Since you are fixing the collar, because it was too big for him, which collar is the best for training? Like, what do you think also about electric collars or the one that you are selling, like your own collar? I know that you have one. So which one is the best for training?
So prong collars are really good. I'll show you why they're so effective to communicate with the dogs. Some people are scared of them because of the way that they look, but really prong collars.
Which one? This one?
This one. So this is called a prong collar, and the way that they work is basically, if you're using it correctly, the way that they work is just getting the dog's attention to the sensation that the collar delivers. Now a lot of people just associate them based on how they look with pain. You're gonna have to like dig into the dog's neck. So the sensation of the collar, basically with a flat collar, they ignore it because it's just flat tension on the neck that goes like this, and it doesn't get their attention. Now what the prong collar does, it's kind of like this. Little, like see how he's acknowledging that, and it's very little pressure. You can tell with the fingers I'm doing here, it's pressure point, and watch how he's acknowledging that pressure.
Yeah.
So the way that the prong collar works is something that is on his neck, so you don't have to keep doing this all the time because it's not, visible for you to be doing that all the time. So basically the prong collar is going to allow you to do the same thing using the leash. So when I do this here with very little pressure and use your body language, watch how that brings him in. So it really gets the dog's attention to us. Sit. Yes, good boy. So maybe a dog is like still learning commands, but they're not like 100% yet, and they need something to help bring his attention to us. That's what the prong collar is doing.
Okay.
But the prong collar is not really, if you're training your dog properly, let me rephrase that. Because the thing here is now we're not gonna get here and be like, sit, and yank on the collar, you know what I mean? What really all that it's doing is helping guide the dog and keep them a little bit more in check, so that they're not out of control pulling every other direction. Because when you're teaching them to come to you and to sit and to lay down, it's a learning process. It doesn't happen overnight. Meaning every time you take your dog out and they see another dog and they chase them or they try to get in a fight, they get in front of a car. Until they get fully trained, it can be several months or several years of training, and you don't want to wait for all that because there's just so many bad things that can happen from now until then. Now with the prong collar, brings the dog to a level where they're under control.
Yeah.
So they're under control. It doesn't mean that they're more trained, but they're more under control. And then in the meantime, you're still training them, and it's helping you succeed more because every time you go out, you have a way to reinforce the behaviors. So for example, what's his name again?
Macho.
Macho. So let's say he's recall, right? So just recall him to me. If you have any other call and you call him and maybe have food in your hand or maybe have toys, but he doesn't want it and you keep calling him, he might just ignore you. He might just not come to you at all. Now because I have this call on, I now can reinforce it that when I call him, Macho come, he doesn't respond, I do this. Macho come, yes. Now a lot of people, they're gonna look at that as like, oh, you're hurting the dog for him to come to you. But anyone can see, you know, with the amount of pressure, it's very little pressure. It's like 2 fingers and I do this, come, yes. And now, really, the way the training actually works, it's just a matter of being consistent. So every time I call him, Macho, come, yes. And I'm repeating that and never let him get away with not listening to me. So there's a lot of distractions around.
So what do you do if they are not listening?
So basically, just right here, Macho, come, yes, good boy, come, good. That little bit of leash pressure, you know. Right now, again, he's not fully engaged with me because it's not very exciting to him to come to me. There's no food, there's no toys, and there's a lot of other things happening around. But that's not the point right now. We're not trying to get him to be excited to come to me right now. We're just trying to get him to come to me because it's for his own safety. As far as training him with treats at home, you can do that, and that's great. It's good for the dog to learn to actually want to come to you. But what this is doing is getting your dog under control. I like to explain that because there's a big difference. So you're not really necessarily just training him, he's under control. And then as you're practicing, he's going to get better, you know? There's no like perfect method where you use only one thing and the dog is going to be like overnight, you know, just better. It's a process, and then the more different tools and techniques that you use, the better for you because every dog is so different. So if you stick with just one thing, it's not going to be as effective for every dog.
So pretty much you want his attention on you all the time.
Right, exactly. So usually having a motivator, which would be something that the dog likes, like, you know, food or toys or even just affection, is a great way to help the dog want to listen to you. But it doesn't always work because some dogs are not very motivated to work with us. And again, even if it does work, it won't work 100% of the time for every single dog. Because when they see distractions around you, they get tempted. They want to go smell things and chase things. So what the collar is doing is giving you something in between there to be able to practice with. So Macho, come. Yes, good boy. You can also use your body language like going down like this to be more inviting to him. Macho, come. Yes, good boy. So as you can tell, when I'm going down and giving him affection, he's wanting to come to me more. Macho, come. Yes, good boy. And I'm going to repeat this. Most of the time it's going to be that, but when he lunges or something like that, instead of me just enabling him to do that, see how I was able to stop him.
Yeah, and go different
Yeah, so watch, he's going to go to the tree, right there. No, leave it, come. Just that. And it's not a lot, it's not like that you let him go and you just like yank on the leash really hard. Really, it's just that little bit of leash pressure.
Mm-hmm. What is the best age to start training for the dogs?
I mean, you want to start with positive reinforcement, like right away when you get a puppy. It can be as early as even, I have seen some puppies at 6 weeks, you know, doing like sitting down and, you know, roll over. Personally, because it depends a lot on the dog, on the maturity of the dog, between 6 and 8 months, I start to be a little bit firmer with them. This just means if I get a very young puppy and I do like all the sit and the down using just food, and then they know all those things, but they don't listen 100% of the time. At about 6 to 8 months, I would use a collar like this to help reinforce things.
Okay.
That's a good boy. He comes to you, turn around again. Come. Macho. Come. Come. So here, one thing that you have to practice with, there's a lot of tension because you're used to having tension all the time. So what you want to do is this, a quick shot.
Macho.
Come.
Macho.
Come. Yeah. So be very careful with this. You want to have this slack on the leash. You have this all the time. Even when you don't pay attention, even when it's not a lot, like this here is already too much. You want it like that. So when you need to get his attention, come. Yeah, but you do this, come. And then no tension. Watch. Just like this. If it goes again, I'll do the same thing, come. Bring him closer to me and then bring him.
Okay.
And then you go, come. Hey, come. Yes. Come. Yes. And use your body language, like talk to him. Body language, verbal commands. Yep.
Come in.
Pull him away from your dog. So you come this way and then release attention.
Пойдем, come in.
So Don't do too much.
No, I just pull him and then it
Now go to the left. Go to the left.
Stand, ко мне.
You always want to try to go away from the distraction so he learns to ignore them. Yes. Good boy. Every time he's trying to go towards like the tree or something, or anything that you want, leave it, come. Leave it, come. And you want to practice until he responds to your verbal command. See, right now he doesn't respond, so I have to use the leash pressure. If he's not responding to just the tree, he's not going to respond when there's another dog that's trying to fight with him in the pond. So you gotta practice a lot with this first every day.
Okay.
Leave it, come. That was much better. So we want him to kind of like respond to your verbal command and then walk away. Let's try this one. Leave it, come. Leave it, yes, good boy. So he sees the ball, this is the distraction. So if he sees this, ready? Leave it, leave it. See how he just wants to go for it?
Yeah.
Leave it, and then you practice with that.
Mhm.
Come, yes, come, good boy. That was good. You would do this without less, with less distractions first, and then.
Oh my gosh. Ah! Ah!
They're out of control.
They are. Yeah, but they're getting bigger. That's the scary part. That's what I'm saying. You know, when the scary part when you walk with both of them at the same time. For me, that's the scary part. And if there is
They
some
feed off of each
distraction.
other. You know, the older they feed off of each other, that means like whenever one of them wants something, the other one is also going to try
Yes.
to go and do
Yes.
the same thing.
Look.
Yeah, so to stop this behavior, so you have to grab the leash like this, and no. It's gonna be hard at first because I know he's already jumping on you, but the more you keep trying to get away from him like that, the more you're inviting him to jump on you. So it's very, come close to me right now. Yeah. No. So you gotta be really firm with the leash and your body to create space. Try that. You're gonna grab the leash. Don't back away from him. You're gonna actually pull on the leash here and walk into him. No. Right there. For him to set it down. Okay, right there. Grab the leash, grab the leash. Firm. Stay still. Don't walk. Settle down for a little bit. Tell him to sit. Sit.
Sit. Sit.
And then relax. Good. So every time he jumps, that's what you have to do right away. Grab the leash, restrict him on the leash, meaning firm until he stops, and then you relax.
How would you stop if they are jumping a lot on visitors?
Same thing. You're gonna keep a leash on them, so when people come over, before they even jump, when they're getting a little too excited,
Yeah.
you're gonna do the same thing
Yeah.
with the leash pressure to tell them, nope, don't jump. And you gotta be consistent. The first few times they're gonna try to jump again,
Yeah.
but if you do it consistently every single time, they will start slowing down.
Okay. Titan, you understand? Did you get it? Okay, good. I just have probably one question for you, and we're gonna be good.
Do you think they're gonna get bigger?
I think they're only 1 year old. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they grow like into at least 2 years, if
2
not
years.
more. So
Yes,
yeah,
great.
they're gonna get bigger.
Okay. So
Are you
they
ready
need
for
to
that?
be trained. I am ready. Yes. Come on, horse. Okay. So how many years you've been doing that, and what made you start training dogs?
So I have been training dogs my whole life in the U.S., meaning I grew up in Brazil and I came back here. So I have been professionally training in the U.S. for 12 years now. And I just grew up with dogs. It was something that I was always very passionate about. Like I grew up on a farm and I had a lot of dogs around. Really, I just knew that's something that I wanted to do. And people started asking me to help them. I would just naturally see some dogs misbehaving like this, and I would just do it for free because I always loved doing it. And people would really appreciate it, and they'll tell all their friends and their neighbors, and then it snowballed to now I do it everywhere.
To the
full time.
business, it's snowballed to the business
Yes.
and to training professional.
Yeah, really, I didn't really plan on actually like living in the US. So it's because of my work with dogs that I ended up staying.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I love that I'm able to transform people's lives, with their dogs as well. because a lot of people like they love dogs, but they have no idea what they're doing, and then they're devastated when they have to get rid of a dog or put a dog down because of behaviors that could be corrected.
Yes, and I'm very happy that we met you and
Yeah.
we have this practice.
I definitely
now.
want to do more because training doesn't happen overnight. So what I teach my clients is like the best ways, and it's not really a matter of just training the dogs. I also know that I'm teaching the owners. So it's like a combination of teaching the dogs and teaching the owners, and it's a process. So
Yes, thank you very much.
no problem. All right, keep practicing.
That's a nice truck. Nice truck. Huh?
I rock hit in the windshield.
What happened? Oh.
You know what I want to do when I come back, because I have my other car in Arizona. I have like the Corvette.
Yeah.
I want to get a video with you getting in the Corvette
Okay.
because it's so small. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna look nice.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll see you next time. All right.
Yes. See ya.
Bye.
All right, guys. So we are done with the practice. I hope you enjoy this time with us, and maybe you learned something, from DogDaddy on how to train your dog. They both are tired. We are going home right now. My nose is red. Was running during the practice. It's a little cold in Los Angeles. But don't forget to like and subscribe on my channel. You give me motivation, to keep vlogging. And I'm wishing everyone a great day. Christina, say hi. Yes. Hasta la vista, babies. And I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of kisses from Ekaterina, Titan, Macho, and Christina. All right? Bye, guys. Tired. Oh, everyone is tired. After practice, everyone is tired. Look at this.